doing that work.
Listen, I keep a little notebook of like, you know what, to be for later.
Continued, right?
Continued. Because I'm a work in progress.
We all are, right?
I am a work in progress, and I'm not going to sit around and wait till this magic moment until whatever the work is done, which never happens.
I was going to say, is that a realistic goal?
It's not. It's
right.
really, really not.
Right.
And so I believe that and I know people may disagree with me, but I really think we all evolve, and sometimes a lot of us even heal through our relationships. That the way that I learn how to work around those areas of lesser strengths, right? Those areas of weaknesses, those blind spots, those problematic points for myself, those character deficits, the way that I really learn to work with them, to integrate them with all of my beauty and strength is in the context of a relationship. Because, you know, you are able to see yourself in a different way in your reflection through someone else.
Right.
And that gives you the opportunity to do the work, to actually practice. I don't believe that human beings can do the work really independently. There are pieces of the work that you need to do individually, and you know, a plug for therapy here. You know, therapy is a really great way to do that. There's ways that you need to be clear about who you are. You need to have your own sense of self, be your own person. But for most of us, the way that we grow and evolve has to happen in our interactions, in our relationships.
Right.
And that can't happen if you are so defended and so guarded and so angry and bitter that you don't allow that to happen. So Mr. Love is for Losers walked around and 3 months later called me talking about, well, you know, I met somebody and we just together. And I was like, wait, what? Your love is for losers. How did this happen? And then what, 8 years later? How long y'all been together?
8 years.
8 years later.
But to that point, here's why. There's love in our relationship. You accepted Mr. Love is for Losers as much as you accepted Mr. Madly in Love. Right? So all of that for me is a part of a person's personal journey. You allowed me the space to be who I needed to be. You could have psychoanalyzed me. I wouldn't have paid you, but you could have.
Not $1. That's why I take all of those stars.
I would have PayPal'd you a couple of dollars. But that's not what we were all about. You were all about accepting and loving your friend. And this is where your friend is right now. Yeah. That's love. That's showing up. That's being there. That's being supportive.
Yeah. So the sad part is this is a really, I think, meaty conversation and a good conversation. And yet we are running out of time for the day.
Yeah. We're going to have to do a part 2 or 3.
We got to do a part 2 or 3 or 4. Because I maybe we can go a little bit more into like romantic relationships specifically, because I do think that I think people make them different. I don't know that they are personally, but I think people make them different.
They are.
You know, they whatever.
They too long. 8 years. That's too long. I got things to do.
I wish you would try to do it without him. I wish you would try to
it wouldn't get done.
Exactly.
I know my truth.
So listen, here's what I need from you listeners. I need you guys to tweet, to comment. Let us know what else you want us to talk about in terms of this topic. We are actively engaging you to build our community here at Dupee Deep with Dr. Nikki, so we can know what's on your mind. What are your thoughts? How you think the podcast is going so far? Are there topics you want us to talk about that we haven't? Things that you want us to talk more about in depth, things that sparked your thinking. We want to hear from you. So make sure that you tweet us at Dr. Nikki Knows. on Twitter, or at Tamaj and ENT, also on Twitter. You're also always welcome to drop me a post or comment on my Facebook page, which is Dr. Nikki Knows on Facebook.com. I'm sorry that we had such short time together, but I enjoyed the start of the conversation, and I'm looking forward to finishing the conversation in the weeks to come. Tamash, you got anything else you want to say on this love winning weekend?
Yes. I'm going to put your business in the streets.
Wait a minute. What business?
I'm going to say, enjoy the Black Panther. And then I'm going to say, must be nice to have movie money. Must be nice.
Let me tell you something. Since you put me on blast, I'm going to go ahead and be transparent. The reason why we got to end the podcast early is because I have tickets for 2:15 Central Standard Time showing of Black Panther. And I need to be there. I need to be able to pick my seat. And I'm not ashamed about it because I'm all about hashtag Black love. And I'm going to go and enjoy all of that good ebony amazingness that's going to be on the big screen in about 30 minutes. So I'm out. It's been a joy and a pleasure. I'm not ashamed. I went there. We will see you, talk to you, experience you again next week on Dupee Deep with Dr. Nikki. Bye, Tomas.
Take care.